Don't just study English, live it. Speak English with Aisell.
Close your eyes for a second and think about the last time you spoke English. How many times did you say or before finishing a sentence? Maybe you thought it was just a small habit, but in reality, every hesitation silently tells people something dangerous. I'm not confident. And here's the truth nobody explains clearly. The problem is not your English level. The problem is your brain's stalling mechanism. Your brain is trying to translate, analyze, and protect you from mistakes at the exact same moment you're trying to speak. That delay creates fillers, long pauses, broken rhythm, weak delivery. And in today's world, especially in 2026, where communication is faster, smarter, and more connected with AI tools and global conversations, hesitation kills authority. But today, I want to show you something powerful, something most English learners and even public speakers never train correctly. A method called the rhythmic vocal repetition drill. And this method does not just improve fluency, it rewires the way your mouth responds under pressure. Because confidence is not created by thinking more. Confidence is created when your vocal muscles move automatically without fear. Let me explain something important. Most people try to think their way out of hesitation. They pause, search for perfect grammar, search for the perfect word, and during that search, fillers appear. Let me think. But fluent speakers don't sound confident because they know every word. They sound confident because their speaking rhythm never collapses. Their mouth keeps moving naturally. And this is where rhythmic repetition changes everything. We train the tongue to move faster than fear. We replace hesitation with rhythm. We bypass mental translation completely. Here's how it works. You speak using a steady beat. Simple, controlled, repetitive, like training a muscle in the gym. For example, listen carefully. I go, you go, we go, they go. Again, I speak, you speak, we speak, they speak. Short, rhythmic, continuous. Your brain no longer has time to panic because the rhythm keeps your speech flowing forward. Now repeat with me in your mind. I improve every day. I speak clearly. I speak confidently. Very good. Feel what's happening? Your speech becomes smoother because repetition creates muscle memory, and muscle memory is faster than overthinking. This is the scientific secret most people ignore. Hesitation is not only psychological, it is neurological. There is a disconnect between your thinking speed and your vocal response. Your brain understands more English than your mouth can produce under pressure. That gap creates silence fillers, but rhythmic vocal repetition closes that gap. Slowly, your tongue starts responding automatically, not perfectly, automatically, and automatic speech creates authority. Let's go deeper. Imagine someone asks you a question suddenly. What do you do every day? Normally, your brain freezes, you search for words, you panic, fillers appear. But after practicing rhythmic drills daily, something changes. Your response begins flowing naturally. I practice English every day. I focus on improving my communication skills. I try to speak clearly and confidently. Notice the difference? No panic, no freezing, no because your brain learned movement instead of fear. Now let me tell you something very important. Standard public speaking advice usually fails because it focuses only on mindset. Relax. Take a breath. Slow down. But mindset alone cannot fix weak vocal muscle memory. You must physically train speech flow like an athlete trains movement, repetition, rhythm, consistency. That is why this method works so powerfully. And the best part? You do not need perfect grammar for this training. You only need movement, rhythm, repetition. Start with simple verbs. Speak them with a steady beat every day for 5 minutes. I learn, I improve, I practice, I repeat. Again, I learn, I improve, I practice, I repeat. Slowly, your brain stops translating, your tongue stops hesitating, your confidence becomes natural instead of forced, and one day you will notice something incredible. You answer questions without fear, you speak without searching desperately for words. Your flow feels calm, smooth, and authoritative. Because fillers disappear when flow becomes automatic. So remember this truth. Confidence is not built by memorizing more English. Confidence is built by removing hesitation. And hesitation disappears through rhythmic vocal repetition practiced daily. Not perfectly, consistently. Because the goal is not robotic speech. The goal is effortless flow. The kind of flow that makes people listen to you with attention and respect. So starting today, stop fighting hesitation with silence. Fight it with rhythm. Train your voice daily. Train your tongue daily. Train your flow daily. And little by little, the version of you that once feared speaking English will disappear, replaced by someone who speaks with clarity, rhythm, and real confidence.